Hello everybody, it's the Eric Freeze, and here's a video of this Honeywell HT900. This one's from 2010. I got this at a garage sale of all places, which is surprising, being that this is an uncommon model. This has a PSC motor, the larger of the two PSC motors. I didn't know this variant existed, but this is the same PSC motor that Honeywell used in their window fans from the early 2000s, like the twin blade ones, as well as the Duracraft ones too. So it's a pretty strong motor. It's not the smaller PSC motor that most of them have. So it's pretty impressive. I think Jordan U actually has this version, but I'm not sure. I also have the version with the smaller PSC motor, but that one's in very bad condition. It has some spray paint on it, and the top of the case is cracked. And believe it or not, when I saw that fan, I didn't know that one was a rare version of the PSC motor, and I didn't really pick it up. I didn't realize until becoming a full-on fan collector that there was a good fan. I just kind of used it as a beater fan, and I really enjoyed it. I was honestly looking for another one with the PSC motor, and I've not seen another one since, with the exception of one at a Best Buy that was being used until now, and I found this one. So I picked this one up, and this thing's pretty nice. I really like it. It's extremely powerful, and I do need to. I really need to get myself an HT800 to compare this to, or I keep passing up the normal HT800s with the shaded pole motor, but I'll purchase one of those eventually as well. So let's fire this up on low speed. Very quiet too, by the way, on low speed. And the air movement's excellent. Despite these being a royal pain to service and clean, these are probably my all-time favorite turbo fans. I do really like the Lakewood Cool Operators, though. The Cool Operator Juniors, those are very good. And the Duracrafts, because those are nostalgic. But the performance on these is excellent. And the build quality on these is also pretty good. I've had a few people complain about the build quality on these, but I don't really know why. The stand on it's a bit flimsy, and the grill pieces here are just very flimsy. But I've never actually encountered one of these where the plastic on it gets stiff and breaks whenever you apply pressure to it. I'm pretty sure in a few years that's what's going to happen, like what's happening with a lot of the Duracraft turbo fans. But yeah. And compared to that Nantucket Breeze I showed earlier, this low speed slightly quieter, slightly louder, but it moves also slightly more air. Which I kind of liked. I kind of like the quiet, calm low speed on the Nantucket Breeze, but this is still pretty good. I can feel it from a good bit of ways, which is nice. I was actually using this in the garage earlier today. Since obtaining this fan, I probably only put about 30 minutes of runtime on it, which is not that much. I plan to use it a bit more. I'm going to bring it home tonight and actually use it in my bedroom and see how it works. Here's medium. Medium's pretty good. These are pretty nostalgic. I've seen these fans several different places through my childhood. My Walmart sold them, and I believe my CVS sold them for a bit. I think they actually still do. But I see a lot of these around where I live. A lot of people have them. One of my neighbors actually has one in her basement that she uses somewhat often. As well as there's a teacher at my school that had one. She probably still does, but yeah, that was the first encounter I really had of one up close. I've seen them mainly from afar, but that was the first one I really ever seen up close. And I actually somewhat liked these. High. And the air movement on this one on high is exceptional. It's really, really impressive. I'm standing back here, and I just feel like it's putting about out as much air as like Alaska Free 7 Free on low. Maybe a bit more. Yes, I'm comparing it to a Free 7 Free. I know that's not nice, but yeah, it's probably a bit better in all opinion. These are kind of what replaced the 12-inch oscillating fans that we have, because people just kind of really like these. They're smaller, they're cheap, they're easy to use. Yeah, that's kind of what Turbo Fan was about. And then, if you wanted one that oscillated, Honeywell made the HT906, and I'm pretty sure they made another one with an oscillating base. The Jordan U has it. Very, very high quality fan, and just listen to how quiet it is on high. That's to low speed, not off. That's off. Really, really good fan. And to the people that are watching this that don't believe that it has a PSC motor, let's bring it up here closer to the camera. Being that I'm actually recording this on a cellular phone, I can activate the flash. And yes, that is the same motor that they use in their window fans. I believe I have a humidifier from Honeywell that also uses the same motor. Here's the capacitor. I don't know what the capacitor value is. But yeah, March 2010. I still can't get over how nice of a fan this is. Yeah, the ones with the PSC motors cost a bit more to make than the ones with the standard magnetic threaded pole motor. But still, I can't get over how nice this is. It's quiet. It moves a lot of air. My one gripe with my Cool Operator Junior as I have is medium and high are way too loud. I have to make a comparison against this in a Cool Operator Junior at some point in time. I'm not sure when, but I will. It's just a big complaint I have. And the bearings need a bit of oil. I'm gonna be honest, this is one of my favorite fans in the collection, even though it's cheaper. But hey, I saw these a lot as a kid, and I just kind of feel like this fan's a sleeper. It's really powerful. And on the box, it pretty much is all the stuff that a lot of these turbo fans say, like 25% quieter than the previous models, which is the 800, which this is quieter than the 800. This one in particular actually is still quieter than the 800. Oh, that's the Espanol. But yeah, easy to use. It can be mounted on wall. It can be pivoted 90 degrees. And it's made out of recycled materials, and it can recirculate air in a room. Yeah, it's an air you advertise it as an air circulator. An air circulator. A lot of fans can do it. You can use a freaking Laska wind machine as an air circulator. I guess, if you want the power. Yeah, Honeywell says that this is powerful. Once again, my only gripe with these is that they're a pain to clean. I don't know. And by the way, whoever watched all the way to the end to this full 7 minute and 48 seconds of the video, I really thank you. So thank you very much for watching, and keep the breeze.